and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147. It is time for me to Dekit June waffle. So it took me at least a week to pop the diamonds back into their pots so that I wouldn't keep knocking the trays. But now is the time for me to pop the diamonds away in their box. So I do have 3 different AB colours, which I am going to pop to one side, and I will deal with the ABs afterwards. And then I'm going to pop the actual diamonds away in my spare storage. These are round, so I only have 2 boxes for my round spares, because a lot of my rounds tend to be smaller paintings. Not all of them, but a lot of them tend to be smaller paintings, which means percentage of sort of spare diamonds wise is a lot less. So I don't seem to have collected anywhere near as many. Oh, do have a new one though. I go through phases. I think if I had to pick between square and round, I prefer round. However, I do enjoy actually doing them both and mixing in a round with a square. Right, sorry, had to take a break then, like 2 minutes in. Oh, hang on, let's not pull out too many diamonds. Luna was at the groomers this morning, and I got bits done, got orders packed, make sure that they're all ready to leave the house. Got all my admin and stuff done. I was like, right, start filming before I've got to pick her up. And 1 minute into filming, I get the phone call to go pick her up. So I had to dive out. And as per usual, I pick her up. She's extremely excited to be picked up, and then wants to race home as quick as possible. And this has been the warmest day so far this week. I think the only day so far that we have not had rain this week, and it is muggy as anything. So muggy today. So a speed walk in today's weather frankly was not fun. So I've just had to cool down myself. Luna's settled herself down now for a big fat nap. And yeah, I can finally come back to this video and get this painting dekitted. So over the next few weeks, I think my videos are going to be more like around 4 a week than the 5 that I normally do, just due to time constraints. It is Advent season. The last item, or the item to fix an item that wasn't quite right, arrived yesterday. I didn't actually realise it had been shipped. That's just a little bit of lack of communication from one of our suppliers. They said they were sorting it, which obviously they were. They just didn't keep me informed as to where it was up to being sorted. But anyway, it has been sorted. And yeah, Advent packing is going to start hopefully at some point this week, or if not, I'll be doing a lot of prep so that it goes smoother next week. It takes a little bit of a while to get in the groove when it comes to packing Advent, I find, because we find they go into the boxes in a particular order. Always helps, you know, things to sit nice, be able to deal with the journey to their forever home. Hang on, it's not 523 I need, it's 553. Yeah, so we try and pack it to, of course, make everything get there in one piece and as safe as possible. So it takes a while for me to get in the groove of which order things need to go in and to pick the best sort of setup. We were actually packing in the kitchen last year and we basically took over the kitchen in the day and went all the way around every single kitchen side that we have, getting the items, whereas this year it is, of course, we have the Add More Zest space, and while it is a much bigger space, or at least it was until Advent stuff all ended up in there, it doesn't have quite as many sides. It has 2 huge tables, which we may be able to work out. But yeah, we just haven't worked out the logistics of packing it yet. But we're hoping to start packing and shipping. So sort of all tied in. Because frankly, since all the boxes, the bags, and all the rest of the actual Advent items arrived, the last shipment we were waiting on was a very big shipment, which arrived the other week. And then, of course, this error fix arrived yesterday. It has taken pretty much every single available amount of space in that room, apart from the tabletops and walking distance around the tabletops. So yeah, we're going to try and work out what's the best way to set things up so that we can set it up, pack and ship a set amount per day, and then, you know, still be able to pack orders and work on all the other sorts of things in the background. But it's exciting times, but it does also mean, because I don't have a backlog of paintings to dekit or paintings to kit up, you know, that have happened while June Waffle was on, because I'm still working on the painting I kitted up beforehand. Because I don't have a lot of things, videos like that sort of lined up, ready to go. It would involve videos with quite a bit more work behind the scenes before they can potentially get filmed. And I just don't have the time for that at the moment. So I think I'm going to go down to 4 videos. I'm going to keep both Whip and Waffles. I'm going to try and make some of the Sunday Whip and Waffles longer to sort of make up, so it'd still be the same amount of time I'd be spending, but I wouldn't be spending that extra time in the background, which is the time I just don't have. And yeah, we'll just do it that way. But first things first, I do need to dekit this painting. I've got some of my craft room a little bit more organised and back together, but not all of it. It still feels a little bit chaotic in here. I have been working on my current diamond painting though through the evenings this week. I have sort of, normally if I've not stopped working, should we say, by 8 o'clock at night, that is when I make myself stop, and I do like at least a small section on my diamond painting. I've been trying to make sure I do at least 1 section, though quite often it's been 2 per night. So I've actually, since Sunday's Whip and Waffle, I have finished the whole bottom row of the painting, so you will see some difference come Sunday's Whip and Waffle. I finished across the bottom. This video, I actually wanted this to go up yesterday, and I'm looking at the time and I'm pushing it for it going up today, but hold me accountable. Wednesday, this video needs to go up on the Wednesday. I was hoping to have it up on the Tuesday so that we could have those 4 videos and not all scrunched together, but unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, the priority was getting out launch orders, which took me until this morning to get the last of the launch orders packed and ready to go. Hence, I'm pushing it for time a little bit today, because I wanted to ensure that all launch orders were packed and ready to go for the postie to collect later before I started filming. Oh, hang on, eager beaver. I'm trying to get hold of too many things at once. Let's try that again. So yeah, it's all go in this house, but it's all good all go, if that makes sense. I did finish, I think I mentioned it in Sunday's Whip and Waffle, I did finish my first quilt top the other week. So while I will still be doing quilting, and it's not just going to stop at one quilt, which I should have known, and it's probably good because I did invest in the sewing machine, so it'll be good for it to be used for more than one quilt for me and one quilt for Caris. Yeah, I will be primarily, I think I'll be quilting at times I get on the weekend. I prefer to quilt in the daytime than in the evening. I like to diamond paint in the evening. So yeah, so I've been really enjoying diamond painting more in the evening again. And yeah, that's pretty much been my week since I last spoke to you. It's all been launch and launch orders, and then starting to seriously think about the nitty gritty for pulling Advent together. I say, because I knew it was in the works getting fixed, but I expected it to be a couple more weeks before things would get here. I was actually ready to chase the supplier. It was on my to-do list for admin this morning, because I tend to do my admin in the morning and then just respond to any urgent queries in the afternoon. So it's like, right, I will message them, get in contact with them in the morning to say what's happening, where are we, and then it turned up very early evening yesterday. So my brain has had to switch from what can I do to prepare slowly but surely over the course of 2 weeks before they turn up to it's here, we need to get packing Advent. So a little bit of a shift in focus, but you know, it's all good. I much prefer having them here than it being another 2 weeks out. So yeah, total gear change in our house. Megan actually breaks up from school, so UK summer holidays start for Megan, well, from Friday. So at least there will be 2 of us next week. And yeah, I think Megan's going to start primarily taking over the sort of day-to-day, so the packing of the orders day-to-day, while working on some other projects in the background, which is more the sort of stuff that she does for the shop. Ideas that float around in my head. She's going to help put those into practice next week, and I'm going to concentrate on Advent and getting YouTube videos filmed in the week. So yeah, it's turned into a dekitting waffle, has this one. But yeah, for anybody new here, this is, well, these are actually my original cards. Looking at these, the numbers are slightly thicker. But yeah, these are the cards and stickers that we sell in our shop. Or you can actually download the stickers for free in our shop if you want to print them out yourself and make up a storage box for your spares. And yeah, this is how I keep all my spare diamonds. It's saved me a few times. I've also sent diamonds to others quite a few times. That tends to vary according to how busy I am as to how often I can get diamonds out to people. But like all outstanding requests are done. But there tends to be Facebook groups where you can request diamonds if you're short for a painting, or if you're doing a cross-stitch conversion and want to see if anybody's willing to send diamonds for you for that. I tend to go on there quite often, and if I can help people out, then I do with any spare diamonds. But yeah, it's saved my bacon a few times. I'm too impatient to want to wait for replacement diamonds. I would much rather be able to dip in to my stash and grab some from there. And some of them I have more than others. Luckily, there's only a few of those to go in here. 3766 is an absolutely gorgeous blue. I think it's highly underrated, is that colour. It's so, so pretty. Okay, how many colours are in this painting at all? There is loads. Right, 3805. You can tell I'm used to doing small round paintings that don't have anywhere near as many colours. I've got a few bottles here that you'll notice that I've put to the side. They are all diamonds that I didn't have any in the bag to start off with. So they are all my new to me colours. I have more, I do have more in square than I do in round. So when I do dekit a big round painting like this, you will often find that I have more colours to be able to add to my sheet. Looking at these boxes and moving about in these boxes, they are getting fuller. They are definitely getting to the point where I am squeezing diamonds in a little bit more. Because I don't, I've not got to the point of really fighting. I don't think I want to go to 3 boxes yet. I have 4 boxes for my squares, and I think 6 boxes of all my spare diamonds, frankly, is plenty. I shouldn't need any more. Some of them, you see, I only have a few, and I'm not adding much more to this one. These are 2 different shades, but they still go in the same one to me, because if I ran out of this on a future painting, I would tip these diamonds into a tray and pick the closest shade that the painting that's run out has. So I would rather have the option of 2 different shades than have decided to match them up to a different DMC number and then struggle to find an exact match as a replacement if I do run out. Okay, nearly there. 3 more to go. So 3857. This I think was one of the big ones. I had a few, got quite a lot of those left because I think I had about 3 or 4 pots of those to start off with. So that's filled that up to nearly bursting. I've got stickers stuck to my finger, but it's all good. 38 5/8. Get that in there. And of course I've still got my ABs to sort out as well, which I'll show you how I do that because they are Diamond Art Club ABs, which means they have different codes to everybody else. So I'll be matching up those codes in a moment. Right, 3865. So that is all my regular diamonds done. Let's get the stickers off. Try and get that one off my finger as well. Pop that in my little tub, and I'm going to pop these away. Oh, one down, two down. Okay, logbook. So I have multiple different logbooks, but I have one that houses details of my spare diamonds. So this is my spares, square and round, and I've just got ticks on every one that I have. Let me grab, oh, that's why I put it in my little, I've got a little pen pot to the side of me and I keep forgetting what I move into there. Okay, 162, I already had it in squares, I now have it in rounds. 552 is the same. 911 is the same, I now have it in both. 912 I now have in both. 3688 I now have in both. So all of these I already had in a square, but I now have in a square and a round. So let's take the stickers off these, because if anybody knows, taking stickers off bottles can be the most tedious thing ever. And I would much prefer to do them one at a time and feel like I'm making progress when I dekit them, because even doing like those, what was it, 5 all at once, thought of doing the whole case worth all at once is a big fat no for me. Okay, ABs, I have 3. Now for our ABs we do have the normal DMC numbers, and then there is a set of numbers for Diamond Art Club as well. So 141 I already have in round. 128 I don't have in either. From Diamond Art Club anyway, I now have 128 in rounds, and 122 I didn't have in either, I now have in rounds as well. So that's my Diamond Art Club AB sheet up to date. But then what I like to do is I don't like to store them necessarily in the codes that Diamond Art Club give them. I like to store them in the codes that everybody else uses. So 141 is actually 5200. 128 is actually 963, and 122 is actually 954. So let me grab, I think, did I put my ABs all in here? Yeah, so my ABs, I've actually moved them off my hanging hooks to in here. So if you see, for my rounds, I've got 5200 and 141 on the packets, so I know which is which. Though I must say, looking at their diamonds, I would say that is more of a 3865 than a 5200, because it is not pure white, it's an off-white. So I'm actually going to be a little bit cheeky, and I'm going to tip that one in there, because that matches much better in the cream or the off-white to the pure white for my liking. Okay, so those I already had, which means I've already got them marked as the right numbers. These two, I don't. I didn't have them already. Let me just confirm actually. So 1, 2, oh my conversion. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 is 954. So if I go 954, I don't have that down as actually having it. And 128 is actually 963, which I only have in square but not in round. Okay, so I don't already have a pouch for those. So I'm going to grab some pouches. And these have been used before for other things. I use these for excess diamonds, for kits and things like that. So I've got, this is where it's like, which way round does it go? And then I need my stickers, and I took my stickers in a different place. Every single time I put them away. I swear down, I put them in a different place every single time. Okay, so they're squares, they're rounds. So I'm around small stickers. For my big storage box, I actually put stickers on baggies for every single colour, which is why you would see that I had the baggie when it came to it. But for my ABs, I don't, just because it's too many bags for what I potentially will not end up needing stickers for. So 1, 2, 2. Let's get some stickers on some bags. So that is 954. 954. And I'm actually going to move to put my stickers at the bottom because it makes a lot more sense when I do have them on book rings. And it is AB 122. So that is that one. Don't have many, but they can come in useful. So that's one bag done. And then 128 is 963. So I want 963 in my normal diamond stickers, and then my AB stickers 128. And then these all go back in the packets they originally came in. And you can tell I've had these a while because these are branded 4Kids at 147, not Add More Zest. So they've been going quite a while. But yeah, so let's put those in there. And then the last thing I want to do, because I have updated and ticked that I now have them in the Diamond Art Club code, but I just want to update the normal code. So ABs 954, 954 in round, and then 963 I now have in both. And yes, we will have to sort out some spare sheets for diamond dust drills as soon as we can. I'll get Megan on it when she's off on holidays. Okay, so logbook is updated with my spares so I can look at a glance as to what I have. So the last thing, before I do show you the painting again, just in case you didn't see it finished on the June waffle, is I like to use a bit of Goo Gone when I do have a little bit of residue left over from stickers, because when you're working on kitting up, so you've got a nice shiny new canvas all blank and you're ready to pop your diamonds into your pots, I really hate it if I pull out a case and it's got stickers left over or residue from stickers left over or bits of diamonds floating about everywhere, you know, like in between all the bottles. It might not bother some people, but it bothers me. I like to start with as fresh a looking case as possible, and it might get diamonds all over it in the process of diamond painting, but that's fine. I just don't want it at the beginning. I want it nice and shiny. So what I also do every now and then is just pull this out. Because I've worked from my trays, I don't particularly have it in this one. There's a couple of bits of fluff, but there's no diamonds floating about the bottom. If I had a lint roller handy, I possibly would rub a lint roller over it, but basically there's no diamonds in there floating about. So zip that case up fully, and that is officially done, dekitted. So to show you again, because it has been a while since June Waffle finished, this is Artist's Room, all done. Very sparkly, absolutely loved working on a pastel one. It was a really, really nice change and it came together really, really nice. So yeah, that is my June Waffle painting completed. I am going to get a picture of this because I'm just going to do a logbook update, I think at the beginning of August, and just tie in July and August together. Because this is the only painting I completed in June. But hey, it's a painting completed in June. It's better than July. So far, I'm not completing a painting in July unless I decide to concentrate on Paint Gem Minis only and get a set done, which I may do. But for the moment, this is my latest completion, which was at the end of June. But anyway, that is all done. I will be doing a June Waffle montage next week. I think I've popped it in my schedule for next week, to basically show all the paintings that you guys have finished throughout June Waffle. So if you've commented on the specific Facebook post for it, then stay tuned for that. Hopefully I'm going to get some time to sit down and put that together, because that can actually take longer than filming a video. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.